What's up, baby? Your boy back. Back in action. Been gone for quite some time. But I'm back. Better than ever. I'ma just tell you right off the top, man. When life, oh, that motherfucker lives. And we all can relate to that, man. But you know what? I can't say it's bad, I can't say it's good, but I can say when you wake up, you got a chance and a choice. Shouts out to Jay Prince for that quote. So, I'm winging it today. I was come to the people with authentic conversation, authenticity. Talk some sports. What we been missing? What's been going on? We had the All-Star basketball game. Was it the lowest rating in NBA All-Star game history? Man, it was garbage. LeBron pulled the okey doke at the last second, pulled out. Man, what the hell is this dude doing? Like, you knew something was going on. Like, I don't know what's going on, but I'm not just taking that at face value. It's got to be a little bit more to it than what meets the eye. I ain't about to lose no sleep over it, but I think it's safe to say something is going on. Because a man of his caliber don't just at the very last second right before tip-off decide not to play. He seems to be way more professional. I can't say personal, but business-wise seems to be a little bit more professional than that. Very distasteful, unprofessional. Could have cleared a spot for someone that was deserving to fulfill that position, or the roster spot, should I say, because you can't fill those shoes. That's a once in a generation. But nevertheless, that roster spot. I watched the slam dunk competition. Man, where the hell do I start? It was garbage. I grabbed the trash can from my kitchen, almost threw it at my TV. That's how garbage it was. I couldn't muster watching the entirety of it, so I withstood what I could, change the channel. Then you had the skills competition. Chris Paul, what's that tall dude? Wembyama, Wambe, the tall dude on the Spurs. Y'all know. He pulled an okie doke. Anybody that watched it know what I'm talking about, but those that didn't watch it, the skills competition is to master each position under a timely fashion. The one with the most skill points with the best time win. The best duel. Well, they went and did some god awful bullshit, which I thought was hilarious. One, and they had great timing. And then, what, 10, 15 minutes later, they end up getting disqualified. They ain't give a hell. I didn't either. But, yeah, man. What I got going on over here? But, it was interesting. All-Star game, I watched very little of it. I did chime in for a brief moment, but I couldn't muster that up. I keep saying the word mustard. You know what I'm thinking about? Mustard. Which brings me to the Super Bowl. Now, I was more interested in the whole Kendrick, not the Kendrick Aubrey situation, but the more was Kendrick gonna stand on business, or was he gonna stand on blackness? That's what I was excited to see. He didn't let me down. He stood on blackness. Yeah, he threw a couple shots out there too. And nothing wrong with it. By all means, do what you got to do. Because that's what the people want to hear. The man stood on blackness. Because what this nation that we call the United States of America, the powers that be, and the people who complain about the halftime show are hypocrites. You know, as a black American man, you know, some would say FBA, foundational black. Some people would say native black. Some people say black American. I do not, under no circumstance, subscribe to African American. That's Elon Musk. He's an African American. I'm not. I'm a black American. My roots, my lineage goes back here on this soil. Uh, just a brief, more details on that. The reason why I fight back on being called African American is because I understand that civilization started in Africa. So everyone's from Africa, per what the scientists say. So if everyone's from Africa, how come everyone gets to have their own lineage and never be called African except for black Americans? Meaning, you see me, and they say, hey man, you're African American. I said, no, I'm not. Black American. You'll see an Italian, but they don't call them African Italian American or Italian African American. They see someone from Germany, they don't call them German African German American, and so forth. Y'all kind of pretty much get what I'm saying. No, they get to have their lineage. They get to be, oh, they're Italian, they're Sicilian, they're German, they're Polish, they're Netherlands. You know, they get to have theirs. They're not theirs and added on. The only time they add on is if they come to America. And then that's, you know, they're Italian American or you know, and so forth. Nothing wrong with that. But no one else calls these people African. So that's my take on that, whatever that may be. Now, I appreciate Kendrick doing what he did. It was wonderful. It was very patriotic. As a black American whose lineage is traced all the way back to the early 1800s, 1700s, I think. I got to check back with my people. We've been involved in every single war. We've been the face of rebellion on this land. We are the product that put this land, this nation, on the map far as productivity. My ancestors, my people, got this land, the wealth, and we were the resource that gathered the wealth for this land. So I was happy that he brought out some music that people may not have been familiar with. I'm glad he brought out music that people were familiar with. But most importantly, I was loving the symbolism, which goes into what I was saying about patriotism, which you can go back and forth between, you know, who's more patriotic, but at the end of the day, it's black Americans. I mean, excuse me, if we were slaves, 3/5 of a human, fought in every war and then come back from the war just to be hung in your United States government issued uniform, and while in the war being separated at the mess hall, not able to eat with your own comrades. That's the United States. And yet my man had red, white, and blue. My man has symbolism. My man has so much stuff in there that I'm still to this day dissecting things. I enjoyed the PlayStation controller. When I first saw it, I tried to bring attention, you know, to my kids, like, yo, y'all see that's a PlayStation controller. I thought that was interesting. It was very interesting. I see how he separated the red and the blue and had the white in between. Oh yeah, man, it was beautiful. He gave the people also what they wanted. You know, people was hating, saying, you know, I seen something on, what was it? Twitter. Can we call it Twitter or should we call it X? Shit, I don't know. I'm going to call it that platform Elon Musk on, X. I seen one meme or one video, whatever they created, and it's it said what black folks heard, and, you know, it had Kendrick rapping, you know, doing this thing, you know, the choreography, everything was going. what black folks heard. And then they said what white folks heard. Nigga shit, nigga shit, nigga shit, nigga shit, nigga shit, nigga shit, more nigga shit, nigga shit. Dude, that is hilarious to me. Yeah, that was funny, man. But I enjoyed the symbolism. I enjoyed him standing on blackness. Shouts out to Kendrick Lamar, man. Do your thing, man. You know, some people feel some type of way about it. Then, a week or two later, Aubrey ended up dropping the album with, what's that guy name? Party of Five? Party Next Door. I've never in my life heard of Party Next Door. Also, I'm not deep into that genre of music, so maybe it's a relevant person. Maybe it's not. I'm not sure. I ain't trying to disrespect the homie. I'm just saying that I'm not aware because I also don't dab in that world of music, that particular music. So, shouts out to him. The album didn't do as well as they thought. It streamed very well. The first day, maybe the first 2 days. But then after that, streams plummeted. While Kendrick Lamar has 3 current albums on the Billboard Top 10. People going back and listening to old albums. Man, that lyrical content, man, when you of the land, you got substance. Man, nothing beats that real McCoy. Black American invention, by the way. Nothing beats the real McCoy. You can't, man, look, you can sit here and demonize, oppress, target. You can do what you want, man, but we as a group of people are magnificent. And whenever what it is we do, they use us to promote positivity. They also use us to demonize stuff. They use us to sell things. They also use us not to sell things. When they want to push a positive agenda or they want to push a negative agenda, what they do? They go to black. Because we, black Americans, is what give this thing called the United States its flavor. Without us, United States is unseasoned chicken. Baked unseasoned chicken. And if anybody had unseasoned chicken, ugh, even Frank's Red Hot can't solve that, can't say that shit. But let's get to the meat of the whole Super Bowl. Chiefs, Eagles. I'm not gonna lie, man, I didn't have no dog in this fight. But when it all boils down to it, I'm always pick the black quarterback that ain't out here cooning. Who's, again, which I know what y'all say. They both are black. Yeah, Mahomes, you know, he black, you know, it's kind of like Drake. Yeah, I mean, they black. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, it's complicated. But then you see Jalen Hurts. You're like, oh, shit. My nigga, what's up, baby? Black man. And he got a black woman, too. Okay, man, my man. My grandmother rooted for the black quarterback. I'm a root for the black quarterback. Shout outs to Randall Cunningham. Shouts out to Warren Moon. Shouts out to Doug Williams. Shouts out to Aaron McNair. Shouts out to Cordell Stewart. Shouts out to many, many more. Not trying to slight any of those that I may have not named. That's just what comes to my mind right off the top. Mike Vick, Ruff, my man. Jalen Hurts went out there and put on a stellar performance. A damn good performance. My man, I'm watching this game like, yo. This guy, I just watched him take a step in the right direction. The kid got a bright future. Very bright future. And as much accolades as I want to give him of his accomplishments, which he is ultimately deserving of, and I give him a salute, Black Power Fist, but I got to give it to that Philadelphia Eagles defense. Oh, my God. Man, round of applause. They dominated. Dog walked. Man, they hit that motherfucker Mahomes so goddamn many times. So, oh, I ain't never seen Mahomes get. I ain't seen him get like that in college. And I seen him when he was at Texas Tech. Didn't know he was going to turn out to be what he was. Went to a good system that benefited him, which is not a knock. That's a good thing. So, what I saw in Texas Tech and what I've seen in the film, I'm like, oh, didn't know he was going to turn out to be like that. I mean, he was decent, but I didn't know he was going to turn out like that. So, good shit. But they dog walked him. They beat the shit out of him. That offensive line of the Chiefs, man, it was a long way to that exit. Long way to that exit. Every time they snapping the ball, they in the backfield. Missing blocking assignments, running stunts, dropping back in the coverage, but did they blitz? I don't think they blitzed, twice that whole game? I think it was 2 or 3 times they only blitzed. Don't quote me on that. I think I saw something that they only blitzed 2 or 3 times that game, which means they show blitz, they drop back into man, or they show blitz, they drop back into some type of zone coverage. I even saw a white boy get an interception. I didn't even know they had white cornerbacks in the NFL. I was mind blown. What's the young man's name? Dejan, something sound like some type of Caucasian pudding. I don't know. Maybe a pair of undesigner jeans that you can buy like Walmart or something. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I was shocked. I was. At first, when he caught the ball, I was like, oh shit, look at that man, look at that brother. Yeah, he getting it. And then when he took his helmet off, I'm like, so white guy. Wow. White dude. The last white cornerback that I remember was Jason Sehorn. How did he sneak into the league? Well, not in the league. How did he sneak into that position? Hey, man, I don't know. But he did what he was supposed to do. He covered his assignments. He was above and beyond and did everything he was supposed to do very well. Shouts out to him. I ain't even hating. I'm not going to hate on that. I want to hate. Ooh, I want to hate very bad. But I'm not. He held it down. I just can't get over that stellar defensive performance. But there was a couple bright, shiny spots for the Chiefs. That receiver kid, what's this, his second year? He's out of Texas. Fast as hell. That motherfucker fast. Like, he's not cheetah stop and go fast, but you put him on the go route. Oh, man, yeah, you ain't catching him. He good as gone. And he ended up having those 2 touchdowns for 2 deep passes, 2 deep bombs. And I thought that was really cool. What was that? Scam likely? What the hell's going on? I'll be getting calls from like United States. Then I'll get a call from Scam likely. That's why I be having my stuff on Do Not Disturb. Whatever. But shouts out to Jalen Hurts, Saquon Barkley. I know the Giants are somewhere kicking themselves in the ass. Dude, y'all. Why is the New York Giants still an organization? They got rid of Saquon Barkley. They didn't know what to do with him. They went and paid a bum-ass quarterback, 3rd string quarterback. Honestly, I wouldn't even give him 3rd string. I think, what was his name? Something Jones? Or Jones something? I think he was more of a practice squad quarterback, if you ask me. They dropped the bag on him. They gave him the bag. And he ain't do shit with it because he wasn't deserving of it. He didn't earn it. He was a bum. But them New York politics is something different. So, it'll be interesting what they do in the draft. Now, is it going to be Shedeur Sanders? Is it going to be Cam Ward? Will they go with a cornerback? I don't know, man. You know, people ask me about what I think about the Cleveland Browns and what they're gonna do. Currently, right now, I can actively say I have witnesses that heard me say in the middle of the season when I saw the direction the Cleveland Browns were going in, I was like, man, this season is a wrap. They need to trade all major pieces right now and just clear the house and get all the draft picks and the cap space that you can get because this is a travesty. No pun intended for Travis Hunter. But I saw where it was going. Now you got Myles Garrett requested a trade. I just seen today on Twitter, Nick Chubb, he's requesting a trade. Wants to see, want to see what's up with free agency or a trade or something like that. I think it was ESPN Cleveland.com. Man, I'm trading the whole house. If you are of value outside of the offensive line, you don't need that offensive line. And, you know, depending on what's on the D line, too. But I would keep the offensive line because maybe you can get a Matthew Stafford in here, which, I mean, would be considerable. He's at the end of his career. You can draft someone, bring him in, let him tutor them for the next 2-3 years, which, you know, I'm probably speaking like a dinosaur the most. What you mean? Draft someone at the 1, 2, 3, and 4 pick and have them sit on the bench for 2 or 3 years. Who does that? Well, it used to happen for a long time, and it gave the quarterback an actual opportunity to learn, which gave him longevity. You know, this updated new age phenomenon of drafting a quarterback with your first 2, 3, 4, 5, top 10 picks, and then them starting and leading your team down the field, i.e. Cam Newton, i.e. C.J. Stroud, etc. Those things are anomalies. And it seems as if the CEOs or the presidents of these NFL companies, they like to go after anomalies. Hey, man. Your money long like that, I guess you can do that. But I'm in the winning. And if I got to draft a quarterback and put him behind someone that can, a veteran that can teach him the way, that's why I like the situation with the Justin Fields and what's my man? The Pittsburgh Steelers. Oh man, why am I blanking on his name, man? Seattle Seahawks. Then he went to Denver. Oh, why am I blanking on his name, man? Quarterback, man. He was in the Big Ten. Sweet Jesus Christ. Won one Super Bowl, lost one Super Bowl. The point is, keep him starting at a veteran on the Pittsburgh Steelers, 1 or 2 years. Let Justin Fields, even though Justin Fields has been in the league for a few years, but he was stifled because he was on a horrible team, franchise called the Chicago Bears, and their organization ain't no better than the freaking Browns. But allow that young kid to develop behind this veteran quarterback that know his time is limited and he can bestow that knowledge and that wisdom. And they can hopefully, have this franchise-changing quarterback for the next 10 to 15 years. And I'm going to put 10, 15 years because it seems like these quarterbacks last quite some time with the way the game is going. You barely can't do a whole quarterback if you barely touch him. So longevity is actually on the quarterback side in today's game, unless you're a massively large quarterback, i.e. Cam Newton. And I have to throw Big Ben in there because they was hitting Big Ben ass and they wasn't calling shit. So they was hitting Cam Newton the same way, wasn't calling shit. But sweet God, if you just sneezed at Tom Brady or Peyton Manning, they damn near throw you out the league. Oh yeah, y'all know what I'm talking about? Patrick Mahomes all season. That's why I was shocking when they went to the Super Bowl, and he was just getting dog walked. I just want to replay some of those hits because it just puts a smile on my face. I'm glad the NFL let him play. But back to this whole throwing out the whole kitchen sink. That's what the Browns should do. Trade everything. If you are a key piece, hey, I ain't even gonna lie, I don't want to get rid of Denzel Ward. I'm a Denzel Ward fan. Following him from Ohio State over to the Macedonia High School, Ohio State Buckeyes, Cleveland Browns. Tough to see him go. I wanted a number 21 orange Denzel, authentic Denzel Ward Browns jersey. Didn't get it. I don't even know if they make them things anymore. But big fan of him. But I also understand the business. Don't do with him what we did with Joe Hayden. Kept Joe Hayden far too long. Trade, trade, trade. Get as many pieces and assets and build. Keep that offensive line. Keep some of those receivers. Maybe add a receiver. I don't know who's all out there. Definitely not Tre'Davious Tony or whatever his name was. The dude who botched the ball last year, this past season, and was kicked off the Chiefs. Dude was a nutcase. He need therapy. Somebody in his corner need to go holler at him. But yeah, don't bring him back. No. If anything, give me a contract. Get rid of Look, the Browns are 2 years overdue with should have traded Njoku. Yes, I said it, and I'm saying it right here. I'm saying it right now. Argue with me. Open your mouth. Fix it. Say something. He's an inconsistent bum. Yeah, the man look good. The man is ripped. I give it to him. A handsome young fella. Man is ripped to shreds when he take his shirt off. Man, goddamn, I wish I had some of that. Half of some of that. Good shit. But your inconsistent catching the ball ass suck. Trade him. Shouldn't have never gave him that goddamn money. Should have traded his ass and would have had some better pieces. Hell, give me the pads. Shit, all right, man, give me about 2-3 million. I go out there and lace them up. I give you better productivity than that motherfucker could. I can block better. I can catch way more consistent. I'm going to need a lot of injections in my knees because he's got them things that going to hold up. But I do better than that punk mother lover. He's a bum. He was the shit when he was in Miami. I watched him down in Miami, watched him on ESPN, the highlights and things of that nature. But it didn't translate over to the NFL. Looks great as a player, but productivity is not consistent. I need to be able to depend on you. There's too many drop passes and too many clutch moments. Can't do it, won't do it, get rid of him. He's 2 years overdue, should have been gone. Now look at you, Cleveland, scratching your head like, damn, what we gonna do? Man, throw out the whole kitchen sink and the baby and the water that's in it. Nah, let's get to the nitty gritty. Let's get to the meat and potatoes. Got a smile on my face as I bring this up because I'm say the best for last. I'm going to say it out loud. I want y'all to repeat it. OH. That's right. National champions. Last time we won a national championship was when they first came with the 4-team playoff. Yeah, we won that. Ezekiel Elliott. Oh, man, that was a hell of a squad, man. Ooh-wee. Man. And then this past season with the addition of the 12. Was it 12? I said 12 teams? Was it 12 teams? Was it? Yeah, I think it was 12 teams. I think that was the first time a college football game was played in the Horseshoe in the month of December. It was beautiful. I'm not gonna lie. One of the biggest appreciations that is overlooked is the loss to Michigan. Man, I mean, I was hot. Oh, I was hot. Then these motherfuckers tried to plant the flag. Ooh, you disrespectful motherfucker. Let me calm down. The hairs on my arm is starting to raise up right now. That shit pissed me off just thinking about it. To this day, I still want to steal on Baker Mayfield for planting that motherfucking flag on the block O. Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that shit, Baker. I appreciated you in college. It was good watching you, man. I'm not going to lie to you, man. Baker Mayfield, shouts out to you, player. Watching you in Oklahoma. But when you planted that flag, man, it'd be difficult not to try to steal on him. It would be difficult because that was some disrespectful shit. So, Michigan, tried to do some disrespectful shit after they beat us on our own home field. It was a horrible game that we should have won. And that lit a fire up under Ohio State ass, unlike anything I've ever seen in my entire life. I'm 40 years old. 1984. I've seen a lot of good college football players, a lot of good football games of different levels. It's one thing nobody can say about me. I will sit down and watch all different types of division of college football and college basketball, to be honest with you. I prefer women's college basketball over men's. It's a better game, more technical sound, more fundamentals, more skill. Not more skill, I mean more fundamentals, more technical sound. But I don't want to lose sight of what the picture is. I've never seen a fire lit like that. I mean, Ohio State came out the gate against Rocky Top. Those don't know what Rocky Top is? Tennessee Volunteers. Rocky Top. And just, oh my God. It was a massacre. It was like watching me in the ring with Mike Tyson. Like, what I would do to Mike Tyson is what Ohio State did to Tennessee Volunteers in that first round of the playoffs. Mike Tyson the right now. Not Mike Tyson the young. Mike Tyson the right now. I beat the dog shit out of his ass. Put it on something. Put it on. I beat the shit out of him. Whoop his ass. Fuck him up. After I win, after I get the victory and they're going to interview me, I'm going to say my back is broke. I broke my back. Anybody that's seen that interview, y'all know what I'm talking about. But, man, they had their way with Tennessee. I was just sitting here just like, wow. And you know, man, that Jeremiah Smith, that freshman receiver, man. What can we say? We felt some type of way when we lost Marvin Harrison Jr. Like, damn, I wish he would have stayed one more year. That was the fan in me. But I also understand, go get that money, man. You just sitting here buying time until you can get to the league. You got NFL, you know what I'm saying, skill. And I appreciate the time and what he gave us. And if he would have stayed in that game against Georgia, we'd have beat him in that national championship game on that New Year's Eve. Damn, wide left. Hurt my soul. My son still makes fun of me to this day about that missed wide left field goal. But who we playing the next round? Played Oregon. Now, going into the Oregon game, I felt good because I said, you know what? We played Oregon at Oregon, and we shot ourselves in the foot. I didn't go into that game nervous or scared or saying we couldn't do it. After watching the intensity and the anger that we play, like I saw Ohio State play angry. Like you could just see it in they play. They just like, whatever it is, you got to get it. If you ain't got an Ohio State uniform on, you about to get it. You just don't understand how you about to get it, but you about to get it. And they went out there and gave it. Again, OH. That's right. Gave it to the Oregon Ducks. At the Rose Bowl. Warm-ass Pasadena Rose Bowl. Ooh, those uniforms. First off, let's give a big shout-out to Ohio State for those scarlet uniforms that they had against Rocky Top, Tennessee. And shout-outs for those uniforms that they had in the Rose Bowl against Oregon. Man, that screenplay was something to behold. What's that screenplay? Wait, was that the... am I moving ahead of myself? You know what? Damn all that. Look, what they did to Oregon, shit, was a thing of beauty. Like I said, when I seen them play them the first time, I said, man, you know what? Play that Oregon, shot yourself in the foot, which I already said. So I knew they watched this film, they regroup, everybody get back together, do some film study, and you come out. You know what I'm saying? Weapon for weapon, Ohio State got the better weapons. They go out there and do it. They did what they were supposed to do. Shouts out to Ohio State. Who was the next round? You went Tennessee, Oregon, Texas? Yeah, it was Texas. Y'all know your boy going to eventually move into the great state of Texas eventually. And, hey, the Texas starting quarterback was actually Ohio State #1 recruit. He transferred. The irony of that situation. And y'all saw what happened with that. I wasn't worried about no Texas, man. Texas wasn't ready for what Ohio State was coming. Man, look, man, that's defense, the #1 red zone defense in the nation. Come on, man. Ohio State holding it down, baby. They did what they were supposed to do. And all I think about that, I'm sorry, I'm just having a moment right now. What's that linebacker? He came off that corner, off that edge, hit Quinn Ewers, knocked the ball out, scoop, fumble, score. Oh, that jumped up and down. Run, motherfucker, run. Go get that shit. I'm jumping up and down. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Oh, man. Man, that's what I'm talking about, Ohio State. Still had one more to go. One more to go. And then we say the best for last. How y'all doing, Notre Dame? I hate you motherfuckers more than I hate Michigan. And I hate Michigan. But I hate Notre Dame. Because, man, these motherfuckers keep getting chosen off their old tradition of what they once used to be. Man, what the fuck have you done for me lately? You know what I'm saying? I've had the same argument for years. The reason why Notre Dame ain't gonna never win it is because they not going in the hood to go get those niggas. They not gonna recruit the niggas. They going to recruit the niggas' cousins who live in the suburbs. And that's not a knock on them. But you got to have some real niggas in key positions that got that dog mentality and that talent that's going to go out there and get that motherfucker done. Notre Dame don't want to bring that on their campus. You know, they're all about tradition. You know, tradition. It's all about that tradition. Well, you traditionally keep losing, motherfuckers. You go to the playoff, you get knocked out. You go to the championship, you get knocked out. Y'all had a cool little first possession. Y'all held it down, did what you were supposed to do. Shouts out to y'all. I knew it wasn't sustainable. Y'all got that little bullshit off. Like, all right. After your jab got tired, you ain't got no right hook, you ain't got no left hook, you ain't got no uppercut. Your defense ain't shit. Hey, man, hold these points. And that's what happened. Hold these points. And next thing you know, we looked up. We are the champions. We are the champions. Ah, man. Once again, one more time. OH. That's right. Man, I that was really joyful. Made me feel real good. But I am coming to the conclusion of this broadcast. Something I wanted to leave you guys with. A little bit of wisdom and information from Nick Saban. Let me see if I can find this.
Discipline defined as do what you're supposed to do.
Here we go.
Discipline defined as do what you're supposed to do, when you're supposed to do it, the way it's supposed to get done, do the right thing, the right way, the right time, all the time. But I'm talking about self-discipline. We answer hundreds of questions every day that come down to these two things. Here's something I know I'm supposed to do that I really don't want to do. Can you make yourself do it? And then over here, there's something you know you're not supposed to do, but you want to do it. Can you keep yourself from it? If you can make those choices and decisions the right way, you're always going to be able to stay on the path to accomplish the goals. But we're talking about feeling versus choice. You're going to do what you feel like doing, or you're going to choose to do the things you need to do to be successful. And there's a difference in that.
When are we going to let go of January 6th?
And with that, I'll leave you with the quote from Jay Prince. Every day you wake up, you got a chance and a choice.